Hey, it's now live. We're back with the Dark Eye again this week. 33rd session of the Dark Eye. And what did we do last session? We did get back into the caverns with the magical pikes holding the dead heads, since it's a barrier to repel the demon. And as a matter of fact, we met the demon and we tried the stuff and it worked. So we got into the tunnels where there was cobwebbed, the last place where we had the Hooks signals to where he got. And yeah, we got through that and discovered some stuff, a dead body from North. Uh, and well, I was rammed by some kind of a big-headed creature, which has the same tattoos. Well, has tattoos similar to Kandar. That was quite strange. I suggested that they got to the same tattoo place in Towel, but I don't think it's that. So, what else did we add? Well, we got into the cavern with Mavon, Marbio, Asgard, and Gruff were in the caverns. So no trace of our friends so far. And
you did find
yeah,
the Scrudger
Kandar.
of
Yeah, that's true. We find a Scrudger of Kandar, which seemed to have been used for a fight so far. That's where we are.
Yeah, and I believe we left off when you finished searching the dead orc, right?
Yeah. You had some kind of a
Was it
ring.
then, or was it after Gruff got slammed?
I think that happened before we found the orc.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yes, it hurts so much that I'm confused.
Okay. Yeah, so again, you are standing in this dark cavern, and off in the distance, you can hear the occasional rumbling, the occasional something akin to some mixing of scream and howling, and yeah. In front of you, you have the lifeless body turned over now of the orc with the hole in its body. You're still inspecting the copper disc that he had hanging in front of his chest.
Yeah, I just went ahead and took that off. I put it in my bag, just in case it has some significance later.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think we owe it to our friends to see if that is possibly, I hate to even say it, but if that's Kondar.
That will be... Oh, no. I don't want to think about it. But, okay, yeah, I think we should continue. But I'll be careful this time.
Here, why don't
Go ahead.
you have his Skraja, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Does Asgard... she fights with Scraja too, if I'm correct?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And Marbio, you have a rapier or something like that?
I have a saber,
I'm just thinking maybe someone in the front with the long blade could be there. Because if something goes back ramming at us, it would be good to have something to pierce it before it gets onto us. But
All right. Yeah, I'll take point.
I can take the lead beside you, but
Mm, I go ahead and start leading the way. Since I'm in front, should I have the torch?
you had
I can take that. I'll hold it over your shoulder. I'll
Um,
hold it up so you guys can have your hands free.
all right.
is your magical light still around, Mavon?
No, that I canceled. That dispelled a while ago.
Okay, well, okay. I have the torch, this newly found torch, and some. Yeah, I have some left, so I think we're okay.
Okay. So, if I understand correctly, then Marbio will now go up front and you proceed down the hallways, right?
Right.
Okay. Um, yeah. As you proceed, you find again more of these markings on the wall. These almost straight lines. That have been scratched into the side, and after a while you come into a larger cavern. Or rather, the hole widens, and the other end vanishes into the darkness. You find some trails of blood at this point.
On the wall?
No, on the ground.
Mm.
Oh, I follow the blood. Like,
Does it seem fresh?
Half dried, you would say.
Maybe the blood of our friends.
please don't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of follow. I follow the blood, but I do so very carefully, and I keep my eyes and ears open the whole time.
Okay. You can make a perception check.
Hey, 20, 11, and 4. I'm pretty sure that I did not make that.
Okay. Yeah, so you do still kind of have the feeling of being watched, even though you can't see anything. You follow basically the blood trail goes along the right wall. You have here a bloody fingerprint or a handprint on the wall as well, and you then see something in the distance lying on the ground, and something else looks like it's maybe half high. So I mean, half. It's about well, the half
waist
the like waist high, yeah, is next to him.
So there's someone. Did we see someone laying on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe.
Something
But
that
as you
looks
get
like
closer,
it might be.
yeah.
I take another look around, and then I go forward towards him, and I'm saying, and I'm like, hello? Is anybody there?
I'm coming behind with the torch just to keep everything lit.
Okay. Yes. Someone there? Sounds like a very weak voice of Kondar.
Kondar, is that you?
I think he's dead.
Who? Which one?
I think Ux is dead.
Oh, God. Well, what about Borkai?
He's over here, but he's bleeding.
We have to get them out.
I rush over to where they're at.
Yeah. When you get over, you can see torches or burned out torches lying on the ground. You can see that the from the blood trail that apparently Ux was carried for a while, where he's now lying. He has, when you turn him over to look at him, you can see that he has big puncture wound in his head or in his neck rather, from which he seems to have bled.
What attacked you?
I don't know. It looked like a bull, but it was too large.
We ran into that.
And there were some orcs, but I think it killed them.
We found the body of an orc, and we ran into the bull-headed creature.
It killed. It wanted to kill Boka as well. I stepped between them, and then he stopped. I don't know.
Well, we need to get you guys back. You're very injured.
Do you have water?
Yeah, I let him have, whatever water I got on me.
I got 3 water skins.
Yeah, he will gulp it down.
While he's doing that, I go over to Borkai and try to see if I can treat his wounds.
Yeah, Borkai is put against with his backside against the wall, and you can see that his side has been ripped with also with what seemed like an horn. Also, he has a wound on his right arm that looks more like it's been made by a blade. And once you start touching him, you hear some grunting from him, but he doesn't really open his eyes.
Oh.
To do a treat wound to see if you.
Okay. 13, 7, and 5, and
sounds good.
Yeah, I was going to see if I have to use any of my points. Well, I have like 6 of them, 6 or 8 in treat wounds.
Okay. Yeah. You would say that you got quite lucky. The wounds weren't near any major veins or arteries, rather. So that's probably why he's still alive. You can do quite a bit, or can bandage them up, even though the wounds have mostly stopped bleeding at the by now. Having a light crusted over. When you feel him, he also seems to be a bit hot. Maybe he's a bit infected.
Okay. How are you, Kondai?
I just want to see light again. How many days?
It's been a few.
3.
At least.
Do you know the way out?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
There's something strange blocking us, although. Oh, yeah.
You can hear some very strong breathing coming from the darkness.
I'm readying my axe and try to see in the dark if I can see something.
So leaning forward with your torch.
It was Maven who had the torch.
Yeah, I have the torch and I'm holding it up.
Okay.
Well, since you made a treat wound, I guess you needed your boat.
Oh yeah, I probably put it down.
So I may have taken it. It's logical. Since I was doing nothing else.
Mm.
I put my saber in between me and the sound. I turn around and put my saber in between me and the sound.
Okay. Yeah. As Gruff gets closer there, you can see a humanoid shape emerging from the darkness that seems to be walking slowly sideways, back and forth. And this, now that you can see it more clearly, this bull's head looking at you. Occasionally, it looks like steam coming from its nostrils.
What's that? I'm backing one pace behind. I'm backing away one pace.
Yeah. Asgard instead makes more of a threatening move one step further. The creature makes again a strong breath and makes a couple of steps forwards with its head turned down.
Okay. Well, if I can, I will try to hit it before it hits Asgard. I don't know if I was a few paces behind, in front of her, or if she was behind me.
I would say because you had the impetus to go backwards, I would say the attack is maybe a bit harder. So let's say you have a difficulty increase of 3.
For the attack?
Yeah.
No initiative to do, okay? Okay. Do we need it?
No, you didn't. We don't need to do initiative.
Okay. I hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my axe. Yeah.
Your axe comes down, but the thing seems to be amazingly quick. It just goes to the side and turns its head towards you and makes kind of a stab in front of your face, but doesn't hit. Then backs away a moment. Now that you're basically at arm's length next to it, you can see that the creature is unclosed. It has a man's upper body, naked, muscled, and the arms and the breast are covered in Thevalian tattoos. The lower body is with a slight fur and has actually something like bull's legs.
I ask it, do you speak Goretti?
I'm
Well,
ready to
Again,
receive
backs
it.
a bit away. It backs a bit away and starts to prance.
Oh, he wants to go to ooh me.
This is an abomination.
I start thinking about through all of my book learning to see if I can think of anything that resembles this.
Okay, then you can do a magic law test, though it's a bit harder. I
Okay.
would say difficulty increased by 3.
Okay, so that means I have 2 points, or 4 points left. 8, 7, and a 3.
Oh, okay. You know, or you heard, this was rather in your teenage years when you were a bit rebellious, or rather everyone is a bit rebellious, that when you learned about those magic that are forbidden, that there is almost an entire school of magic devoted to making chimera mixture creatures that can be done by almost where almost any living things can be combined to form new other beings, which apparently 1,000 years ago was has been used widely, though in more civilized times has come out of favor, and is only done by brothers of the dark arts, whatever that means.
I'm just looking at it. I kind of under my voice I say chimera.
Oh,
What was that?
sorry. Go on.
No, that's all. I'm just sitting there looking at it. I'm just remembering those things. And I say chimera.
Chimera.
Is that the name of some demon?
It's a dark art of taking creatures and merging them together, combining the essence and the physical traits of the two of them and putting them together into one. I don't know if that's exactly what this is, but I'm just remembering old learnings.
Well, if it's that, it's a blasphemy and it must die.
Yeah.
As you
Probably.
say that, it makes a step forward again and points its head at you.
Okay. Well, if I'm ready to parry, I will put all my points in it if he's coming at me.
Okay, so you already make the movement basically to get your scrudger in the way of its head.
Yeah.
But it stops just before you. Almost looks like it made a fault attack or something.
Okay, kind of a feint.
Yeah, and comes back up again, does a couple of steps back, and seems to takes its head down again, and its eyes seem to focus on you.
I'm the next target, guys.
Did it say something, or was it just like growling at us?
It was just growling.
It will make one of its hands will point at its arms.
When he does that, I point at the tattoos on Kondar.
Well, if
And
sees
his arm will go out in Kondar's direction.
Can you understand me?
In what language do you talk?
Let's see, what languages do I know? I say in Thorvalsh.
Okay. It will move its head up and down slightly.
So I say to everyone, it seems to have some sentience.
think so.
Knows Thor Walsh, but not Goretti. That's a little odd.
Well, he has
Oh,
Thorwallian tattoos.
yeah, but I mean, just about every nation, or every nation, has Goretti as at least a second language.
Well, I mean, he might have been sent to just barely having man sentience, so he might have only remembered the language that he first learned.
This could be true. Um, I've got pretty good Thor Walsh too, so I'm like, are, what do you want, in Thor Walsh?
It lays its head slightly to the side. And looks at you. And he will point towards where Burkai is lying.
You want the orc?
And then he will kind of point behind him with his hand.
I look back there, see if there's anything.
He's just pointing at the darkness.
The orc is Thorwallian. He is there.
He will again point at Burkai and make this gesture.
Don't know what he means.
What gesture did he make? I didn't have the hangout up.
Oh, he just
Oh, okay.
waves his arm in some way.
Do you want us to follow you? I say that in Thorvalsh.
He makes a step backwards and one back forwards. And then he will turn and start to half run into the direction you came from.
He's running straight to the demon. Saying that.
So, especially if that's Thorvalian, shouldn't we do the merciful thing? I mean, I wouldn't want to live like that.
Me neither. Swasnir wouldn't want us to live like that.
Perhaps he can help us find another way out of here.
We know the way out.
Well, the way we came is blocked by that darkness spirit.
And now by that thing as well. I mean, who knows what it will do if we don't figure out what it wants.
Well, do we still hear him running, or did he stop at some point?
Yeah, you hear some rumbling, as if it's some rumbling. The occasional, what is it? When sound comes back from the walls because it's reflected.
Echoes.
Echoes. Yeah, right. Echo. So. It's an echo in German as well, so
it's an easy one to remember.
It should be. Yeah. Okay. So you hear the occasional echo of its the sound that it makes, and it's doing something there. But you also hear some, like it's. Yeah, some the sound of something being dragged.
Oh, so he's getting that orc. Dead orc, maybe.
Probably.
So I'm gonna pick up the torch that I had, and I'm gonna walk over to where it came from, and I'm gonna shine the torch down that direction, see if I can see anything.
Oh,
We have two Chris.
Chris. Yeah. Chris, you're back again?
Oh,
Chris?
we gotta have a chimera.
Yeah.
A two-headed cat.
Yeah. Oh, you can have a third one if you want. Here. Just
Yeah.
before you get
Sorry?
away with the torch, I say, just Mayvon, wait a second, and I get another torch from my bag, and I lit a new one. So we have two torches,
Okay.
just to have more light, because it doesn't work well. The torch is
I
kind of
think-
everywhere at the same time, so.
So he's dragging something.
Yeah. When you wait a few moments, then he will again come into sight, and he will drag a black body behind it.
mm,
So he's dragging that orc. Does it look like that orc?
Well, when he comes closer, you would say so.
Okay.
Or at least a very similar one.
Okay.
And she's basically tossing it in front of you.
he's. I say in Thorwalsh, it's like, do you have a problem with orcs?
He will point at the orc and hit against the side of his head.
This one's from the Thorwald docks. You're,
No. He points at the dead one.
The
Oh.
dead one we found in the.
All right.
So are you saying that it attacked you?
It will again move its head up and down.
Oh, he's saying yes.
And
So,
it
Well-
will again point and bang against his horns.
Are you saying the orcs turned you into this?
Again, its head shoots down and up.
So your problem lies with the shaman. I tell him. I just started speaking naturally in Thorwalsh, just because I've been kind of speaking
Yeah.
it for a little while in this whole thing.
Do you know where the shaman is?
He will turn the orc over and looks like he's looking for something, and then looks like he doesn't find it and kicks the body away for a
Well-
meter or so.
While he's looking over it, I pull out that necklace I took off the body and I hold it up to him. Are you looking for this?
He almost runs towards you with his head down.
I use my axe a little, just a caution.
Just do an agility check. Maybe easier by 2.
Just a
Okay.
D20.
Yeah, just a regular one.
I rolled an 11, and my agility is 10, I believe.
Okay, so with the in decreased difficulty that you managed to get out of its way, it doesn't look like it wants to hit you with its horn, but it could have.
Mm.
Yeah, it grabs the necklace from your arm violently. Will shake it and will point around him.
I start talking in Goretti again. I'm like, he seems like he might be useful. He has a grudge against these orcs. We could use him to help free the slaves up towards the other entrance.
Our first concern is with Borkai and Kondar, but we could come back and perhaps see if he can assist us.
If he could help us get out of here with the bodies of our friend.
It would be a
Asgard
good
will also
trade.
talk. Asgard will also talk in Garethi. Can we? I mean, do we want to work with something like that?
Well, we have a lizard woman.
He was Thorvalsh. It's not his fault that dark magic was used against him to turn him into this.
Plus, we need to get this shaman taken care of until they start mixing owls with bears or something.
Yeah, but I mean, he killed Ugsh.
Well, we don't know that that's the case. Perhaps the orcs killed Uksh.
I, turn around and look at Uksh's wounds, and I'm like, and I turn back to him and Thorwalsh, and it's like, what did you do that to the dwarf? Why?
Well, you know Uksh. Attack first and ask questions never.
It's not, Yeah, he was kind of gonna keep on that.
And if that thing was nervous with Borkai around.
Yeah.
If he wanted to kill us, he probably would have been able. You see Kandar, how he is, and the three finest blade of our group were kind of defeated by that thing. If he wanted us to die, he could have done it. With the hit, I'm still breathing heavy because of the hit he gave me earlier.
Yeah, probably the area where you've been hit has swollen to a very strong degree.
But maybe I have some ribs that has not broken, but just before.
Just cracked.
Yeah, just cracked.
I mean, there's 4 of us and 2 injured parties here, and we're basically the face, 2 warriors, and a mage that's probably used up more than enough power.
We need to. I'll say in Thorvalsh to him, we need to get these out of here and back to camp so that we can treat them.
Go back.
Do you have the stream up?
Do I have what? Yeah, I have.
Do you have? Okay. And he will start to go over to where Kondar is lying. Do you want to do anything, or do you just wait?
I keep my sword out and pointed towards him, and I take a step towards him. But otherwise, it's like.
Well, I stay close with my torch to really see what's going on with my axe and my other end.
Okay, so it seems like Kondar has drifted off to sleep, and now he takes him by the arm and puts him over his shoulder.
Oh, that must hurt.
Without impaling him on his horns.
Yeah, without that.
Yeah.
Asgard, help Borkai. Please.
Yeah.
As you say, but if that thing makes anything that I don't like, I will. I don't know what I do, but well.
We're all careful, Asger. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's,
What?
I say
Yeah,
make very sure you don't piss her off in Thorwalsh. So,
Okay. And for Uksh, we can't leave his body here. I look at Mavon. The pills. Can it work to revive him?
Would he want to have them used on him as much as he disliked magic? I don't know dwarven tradition.
Yeah, it's just an idea. I don't want to use. I never wanted to have those, but
They're back at camp anyway.
okay. We'll talk about it later.
so
Are we going to take his body out? Or are we going to bury him under the stone?
I don't want to be stuck here. Our torches may
I
not
rolled a
light
2,
us
so
long.
I can't take his body.
Well, we'll take it both. Well, we can take it together. We can kind of.
No, I rolled a 2. He's dead. I've got necrophobia. I rolled
Okay,
a
you
2.
don't. Okay, yeah, you don't want. Okay, yeah. Just wondering if you were willing.
Yeah,
to...
so you're getting closer to him, and you have at least a faint smell of decay in the air, and you're already feeling ill just coming near to him.
The thing I can do is to take the skis I put on the frame from the barrier, and I think I could strap hooks on it and drag him through the passage, but it can take a little longer.
If we go back the way we came, remember, we also have to go up that cliff that we climbed down.
Oh yeah, that's such a mess. Well, if our beef friend can...
Do you say that in Thorvalian, or?
No, Garrity. If
Okay.
our beef friend, yeah, if our beef friend is willing to help us, maybe I could come back with him and he could help me with that one. But okay, I left Uksh there.
I go ahead. I go over to him and place his hands crossed over on his chest, make sure his eyes are closed.
Yeah.
I check a religious lore just to see if I know a small prayer for him.
Okay.
Oh, it won't be for today. I don't know any prayers for it.
Okay, so probably you think about anything about all possible Thorvalian prayers, but they don't really fit.
No.
Yeah, I rolled 2. I know absolutely nothing about dwarvish beliefs.
You rolled 2?
I rolled also. Just for religion.
So 2, not 2 with a double O, not T-O, T-W-O.
Yeah. I rolled as well.
Actually, I made it.
You've heard that their god is somewhat like the human god Ingrim, the god of smiths and fire.
So I do a prayer from Ingram, or
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
You bid his soul to go into the grand smithy of Ingram.
Yeah.
Let's move.
Okay.
We can come back later.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I look back at him and then I move forward. Do you need any help with Borkai?
No, I think I can take him. Maybe we can switch at some point.
I nod.
Okay, so you make your way back through the tunnels again. The Minotaur is quite a bit faster than you and vanishes into the darkness every now and then and waits for you with Borkai on its back, not Borkai, Kondar on its back.
Mm.
And after a while, you stand again in front of this entrance where you left the totems or effigies. Yeah.
I shine the torch out there, looking very carefully.
He drops Kondar when he sees that and moves back and forwards and makes attacking gestures with his head against it, but doesn't come close.
I'm holding the torch out past it, just looking to see if I can see that shadow.
You
I go check on Condor. He's just been dropped on the ground, and he's probably already in a
yeah,
lot.
he's apparently awoken from that. Oh, what the hell is that?
It's a creature that.
No, I mean
Apparently,
that, and he will point at the heads.
It's a long story, Kondar. I will explain later. So do I see the shadow out there?
No, you can only see a bit of yellowish pus on the ground. You can see some of the legs that you cut off the spider, but you cannot see the dark tendril thing.
Okay. So I'm going to hand the torch to Gruff, see if he can hold it with one of his hands. Say,
Yeah.
Mario, help me carry this thing.
I hold both torches. I have 2 torches now, but it makes more lights.
Oh, okay, you have okay, that's right. So I'll hand the other one to Asgard.
Okay.
Yeah, Asgard tries to take it with the other arm, where she's so she has Borkai on one and the torch in the other.
So I carefully move it out of the way so it's not blocking the entrance.
okay.
I hope the dead heads aren't going to affect Marvio.
Oh, they're fine. They've been dead for a lot longer than.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've been used to see them since 3 days. It was around the camp.
I go ahead and just I say in Thor Walsh, we'll deal with those. You go ahead.
Yeah, he takes Kondar up again and moves out. You can do perception checks, you 3. Oh, and Asgard as well.
10, 12, and 1.
9 success.
Okay. So you get out of this entrance, and while you take a look backwards to the entrance, possibly to look for Asgard and Borkai to come up, you can see that next to the entrance, you are pretty sure that the wall was mostly flat. Of course, ridged and so on, but it was closing. It looks like now there is possibly a meter or so of material missing from the mountain next to that entrance.
Oh, it was angry. It really wanted to get in there towards us.
Damn.
Let's move quickly.
Is the
No shit.
Minotaur is going the direction of our camp?
No, the Minotaur is basically waiting for where you are going.
Okay.
Oh,
So I grab one side of the totem and look for Marvio to pick up the other side.
Okay, I do. do. I'll
Yes.
pick up the other.
Let's hurry.
Okay, I'll open up with the torch to light everyone.
Okay. Yeah. So you again take quite a while through this this underground valley until you are again where you made the climb down and left. No, I think this time you took the rope with you, right?
No, we left it right there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have the rope hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there from the last time they went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this time you had taken it, but
No, well, I wonder if I was taking it, but in the end, I had a reflection about maybe that will be the last time I will see that rope.
yeah. Okay, I remember that line. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you're standing in front of that.
Okay. I'll go up first.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
okay. That's okay with everyone?
Yeah.
So I would, yeah, do your climbing check again, easier by 3.
Will I get it? Well, no, that's not very good. I took all my points for the courage, so I was really, yeah, but I kind of slipped my hand, you know, I just can't have an handle like that. I don't know.
Okay, you probably made the mistake of not giving your torch to someone, so you tried to climb one-handed.
I tried to put the torch between my teeth, and
and it's really not working. But you, as you said, you only have the courage, so you don't come up too high before you slip, and nothing really bad happens.
Okay, well, I put is it very high?
Well, it's I would say 3 meters.
We still have both torches working.
Yeah, the first one, which probably is now the one that Asgard is holding, is slowly coming to its end.
Okay.
But it's
okay.
still light.
Okay, I put on the ground the torch I have. I took the one from Asgard, and I'll throw it
Okay.
on the top of the cliff.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever,
yeah, you can see some light coming from up there now.
Okay, for whatever time we can have that torch, at least we'll have something to see upside. So I try again to get up.
Okay.
This time is way better. You know, I have 3 success.
Okay. Yeah. So you get up there, and looks pretty much like you left it, except for the torch.
And I try to look around just to be careful in case there's that demon around.
Okay. Yeah, you can do perception check, and whoever's next can start with climbing.
Well, let's see. Do we want to tie Kondar or Bokai up so Gruff can pull them up?
Yeah, I think that's what we should do first. Is
Okay.
get them.
Yeah.
And then we'll tie Bokai up, and then Gruff can pull him up, and then Asgard can follow after.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm ready to have them tied and for me to pull.
So we tie it around him so it's like looping underneath of his armpits.
Okay. Yeah. Then you would need to make a strength test to pull him up.
Okay. I try to position myself not to hurt me. try to have a firm hold.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pulling the rope slowly for it not to break because these are heavy weights.
Yeah.
I have a success.
Okay. So you slowly but steadily pull Condor up, and no, not Condor, Bokai.
Yeah, and when he's up, I try to I pull him up. I know that probably the rocks are scraping his back, but
Yeah,
I can do better than that.
Yeah, you have the occasional moment when he slams against the rocks a bit, or when you have some resistance and you at least hear some fur being ripped from his coat.
Wow. Well, sorry, my friend. I'm ready for the next one, and I throw the rope down, always trying to see around if I can see something.
Yeah, as you throw the rope down again, you are not quite sure whether maybe they have moved the torch down there, or maybe there's more darkness from the direction you just came from.
Hey, I see something over there. Can you check that out?
Where?
Behind, from where we were coming. We have to hurry, I think.
Asgard, start climbing up. I'm going to look behind us.
I'm not leaving you all here.
It will be faster if you're up air and you can help lift the Condor and maybe Maven and the
Well,
totem.
I'll get behind the totem and position it facing the direction that we came
okay.
from.
So do you lift it up or do you just turn it around?
Just turn it around.
Okay. Yeah. While you do that, actually there looks like you have again this black ooze coming over the ground towards you slowly. Asgard, meanwhile, tries to get up, and you can hear her cursing a few times. The Minotaur prances up and down again and does more like he's more like backing away from it.
I think Torwall. I say, Mr. New Friend. I don't know how to call you, but can you climb in Torwall?
He doesn't really react.
Okay.
He seems too transfixed on the thing. So we need Condor now.
So
Yeah.
I go over to him and just like wave my hands in front of his face. Go! You must go up. And go.
He will grab the rope weakly and basically bind it around his arm and try to pull himself upwards.
Oh, I'm pulling with Asgard. I think it's Condor. Let's pull. But I think Maven was doing it in front of the Minotaur.
But that's fine.
I thought you were doing it in front of Condor. Okay.
But he tweaked me up.
Yeah, maybe he woke up and he saw the rope and he just grabbed it.
Yeah.
He thought it was for himself. You have to go up. Okay.
So, yeah, you and Asgard make strength test, please. Okay, Asgard's not so good.
Me, I'm quite good.
Okay. Yeah. So you both start pulling up. He meanwhile gives a few grunts of pain while that is happening, and you can see him kicking against the wall a few times.
Don't worry, my friend. Won't be long.
and you get him up, and in the light of the torch, you can see that his the part where he had the rope around his arm is all bleeding. The rope is cut into his skin.
Okay.
How far away is the ooze?
Well, now it's on the side of the effigy, and it's currently extending tendrils to the left and to the right of it.
So I'm gonna just sit there watching it. As if it tries to go around it, I'm gonna position the effigy so that it's still in front of it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Who's next?
Marvio, go.
I quickly get up onto the rope and I try and climb up as carefully as I possibly can. 13, 17, and 14. It's easier by 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, because the Asgard and Gruff are helping you, I would even say it's still easier. So let's put another 3 in that, because you don't have to pull your own weight.
We'll pull you up. Don't just be careful.
Okay, so yeah, I make it then.
Okay. So the Minotaur and Maven are the last down.
So I look at I just grab the Minotaur by his fur. I just point to him. Go up.
When you do that, he gives you a shove. What's good for you, high or low?
Hi.
5. It's not very high on a d20. Okay, so do an let's do an agility test.
Okay. Oh, I rolled 3. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he pushes you to in the direction of the effigy, and you almost crashed into it, but you can put your feet down and get yourself so that you don't touch it. And yeah.
Get
so in
back,
that
Maven.
So I just point. Go up.
Get back, Maven.
And
he will put or he will take his hand and put slam against his feet, or not his feet, his legs. And yeah, he has the legs of a bull, so
he's not going up.
I don't think he can climb.
Well, can you attach him? We will pull him up.
Yeah, just hold on to the rope.
he will take rope, and yeah, basically, yeah, he will just hold it.
My strength. I make my strength check. It's 10.
Yeah.
Okay, Asgard makes hers as well.
Well, I missed by 2 points, but I think I can. Oh, steady, guys. We have to hurry.
So you 3 still have a hard time pulling him up. Seems to be very heavy.
I hope the rope's old.
And yeah, the rope is actually, you can see that because you always dragged it around over the edge, that there are a few loose threads already from it. But after a while you can see the horns coming over the edge, and he starts to grab and pull himself over the edge. All the while down there. Make an intuition check, Maven, to see if you guess correctly where the.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Well, okay, so you basically manage to keep the effigy between you and the thing, even though it occasionally seems to do some kind of feint and extend a couple of tendrils to the one side and then move to the other.
Now, is there some place that they tied onto it before?
On the effigy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have two attachments for ropes, I think.
Okay.
Attach a rope there and hold on it.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
pull
gonna stand on the effigy, and I'm gonna try to attach the rope onto it.
Okay. I would say that I know there was, at least in the former edition, a standard skill that I would like to have you.
Don't worry, Mayvon. I guarantee that it's solid.
I don't doubt your building abilities. I doubt my not tying abilities.
Wait. Well, let's just do a dexterity check.
Well, let's
Takes
see.
too long to search.
Leatherwork, woodcraft, farming. Okay, I'll just do a dexterity. What is my dexterity? Dexterity is 12, and I rolled an 11.
Okay,
Oh.
so you have to use quite a bit of time to get the rope through the attachments, and while you do that, the thing actually manages to get halfway around it. So you, whatever you do, you have to do something quick.
So I stop what I'm doing and I try to quickly position it in front of them, between us.
Okay, so you again drag it over so that you're shielded again. Okay, so at that point it backs away again, and slowly moves to another side. Get up here!
I think I have it tied. I'm standing on it. Pull!
Yeah, let's pull, guys. Ah! I'm not good at my string, but what about the others? Is our new friend pulls
Yeah,
the rope?
he's also holding it, and he's trying to pull it. Asgard slips. Yeah, how's Marbio doing?
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Okay, so basically you managed to slowly get it upwards, but the effigy is cracking under your feet.
Okay.
While you are being dragged up, you can see that this black ooze, almost like a very slow wave, moves against the face of this cliff, and at least for a while climbs with you, just below you.
Okay, so I'm going to try to take my weight off of the frame and just hold onto the rope.
Okay.
So I'm not breaking it.
Since I discovered that I'm not the kind of synchronized with the others by pulling, I drop the rope. I see that it's going well, so I take the orc dagger that I found and I throw it at the thing.
Yeah. I think you didn't leave any torches down there, right?
Yeah,
No, Asgard had the other one.
And yeah, I don't think she.
Or
Yeah.
did you?
Well,
one you laid down. I think that one still down?
yeah, I'd say that one was almost dead anyway.
Okay.
The one that was almost dead is the one on the top.
Oh, I thought that was yours.
Yeah.
The new one. Okay.
No, you're right. The one that was on, you laid down there, right? Okay, so at least you throw the dagger, and what you see is that it goes into the thing, and Then you see the dagger coming out again, but it looks like the hilt is missing.
What the hilt was made of?
Wood.
Ah, it likes wood.
Anything organic.
Yeah. So after a while, you have it at the very edge, and Maven is you're being pulled over, and Asgard grabs your arms and pulls you again.
I take the frame and pulls it up.
Okay. So yeah, you have him.
Does
Have it?
Does the Minotaur still have that amulet?
What would you have done with it? He will probably will have shoved it into Kondar.
Okay.
So it probably lies with Kondar now.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna walk it over to that ooze that's coming up and hold it in front of it, see if it reacts.
Well, what you can see when you look down there is that the thing itself doesn't come any closer, but it's still extending tendrils towards you.
Okay.
That get always ever thinner while they come up.
Okay.
And
So
if you wait long enough, some of them will try to grab the amulet.
okay. So I'm just gonna pull it away from it though.
So you're teasing it.
I just wanted to see if it would have the same effect as these totems.
Please do a perception check.
Oh, everybody? Everybody for a perception?
Everybody can do one, but Maven is the most important. Did you make it?
I'm trying to find my perception. Perception is C-O-I-N-I-N.
Or rather, no, not with you. It's not perception. It's not courage. What is? No. Curiosity.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Where's my curiosity? What's curiosity?
It's a disadvantage. I think it should be on the front page.
Yeah.
I have naivety, unworldly, fear of heights, and debt.
You don't have curiosity?
No, I had naivety.
Okay. I was thinking in the wrong edition then, because in the prior edition, every mage had at least have a certain amount of curiosity, very large amount, in fact. Okay, so then forget what I just said.
Well, I mean, you can put it on if you want.
No. If it's not in there, it's not in there. Okay. Yeah, you others did manage your rolls?
I didn't try a perception check.
9 success. I have a 1 with my...
So, and Maven?
Oh, I didn't roll. 3, 1, 5, and 10. So yeah, that's a...
Okay, so what you all can see is while he's holding the amulet over it and watching the tendrils, you can also see some tendrils coming over the edge and going into the direction of his feet. And just as you hear the others breathe in, you also look down and see that they are a couple of centimeters away from your feet.
I just leap backwards.
Yeah, I take a couple quick steps back and,
I try to jump backwards and then get behind the effigy.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I position the totem. I get in front of Maven with the totem in my hand.
Okay.
Well, after he has backed a couple of feet, I don't want to go on the tendrils with that one.
Yeah, once you have all secured yourself behind the effigy, the tendrils seem to kind of scan over the direction next to the edge, or the area next to the edge, but then retract again after a while.
I light a new
Also,
torch.
the light that came from down now dies.
Yeah, that's why I'm lighting a new torch.
Yeah.
Before we lose that one we have.
All right, let's go. This is too close for comfort.
Yeah, and that's hurry.
All right. Yeah, I take whatever I take the other side of the effigy and start moving towards the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I look if my my robe. I don't know if I should take it.
Oh, it's back there. It's by the thing, the pudding.
He probably has ate it. Well, yeah, he probably has swallowed it. Okay, let's get back.
I was thinking about that, but then I didn't know if it was going to follow us up or not.
Okay.
No, actually you have it. It was
Oh, yeah,
attached
yeah.
to the effigy. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. I take back the robe.
But when you probably will find out, however, that the end that you had secured up here, that one has been swallowed, and so you have it's not a clean edge clean end anymore.
So I just pull it in and wrap it up and put it on top of the frame.
Yeah, and I'm holding the frame and we
It's
can run.
actually when you bring that that end to, next to the effigy, it starts to there's some smoke coming from that edge.
Okay. So there's still some of that stuff on it, that creature. All right. Well, let's just leave. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So you make your way through these tunnels. You occasionally can see that the Minotaur has its head down and scratches the wall.
That were the lines we saw.
Yeah, it's marking its way.
Yeah, and after a while you will again find the dwarvish tunnels. And I would say this is a good breaking point.
Did the ooze follow us past the cliff there?
You don't see it in the radius of your torch anymore, at least.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we managed to get back alive.
We, except for poor Ooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't bring his body.
That would have been a lot harder to deal with.
Although now it might get eaten by that thing.
Yeah.
Might go down that tunnel and just eat both those bodies.
Yeah.
Well, just as a last thing, when I get him back into camp, I take him into the infirmary.
Yeah, you can actually, when you come back, you can see that Gryphus is sitting up next to, or is sitting against the wall. He seems to be awake. Detrot is sitting next to him and is writing something. When you get in, or when it is, they can hear that you're coming. He will lay his feather or his quill and his book by side. Ah, you're back again. What the?
Ah,
In the Netherhells, what's that?
Yeah, a new
It is-
friend.
It is a Thorvalian who has had evil magic committed upon him.
Uh,
oh.
Help, please, help us. We have Uksh, we have Borkai and Kondar. Please help us get them to the infirmary.
oh yeah, yes. Yeah, he will grab the first one that you take and bring him to one of the stone slabs and lay him down and start checking the body.
And as they get everyone else back, I'm going to position the totem so it's facing in the door.
Okay, so you basically close off the mine.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, we were not back with Uksh.
What happened?
He died.
Yeah, he's dead. We didn't have time to bring the body back, and
We ran into the shadow demon again. We barely were able to make it out.
Yeah, let's talk about that later. Now, okay. I think Kondar has a few broken ribs, but nothing worse. Very dry. Did you get enough water already?
well, we gave him some water. Yes.
If you'll begin treating their wounds, I'll go look for see if there's any whirlweed in the area.
Good, good.
Uh,
I will
do you
try to
need boil
treat their
water,
wounds.
or
That would be very good, yeah.
so I go and get some water and put it on the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, the Minotaur also goes outside, and it kind of has his hand over his eyes and looks up at the sky
Uh,
I was afraid of that.
in the evening light.
Okay.
Sorry.
I get past him quickly because I will get some woods to fix any broken bones. And then when
Okay.
I see the Minotaur, I see you never had the idea to get out before in Torwall.
He looks at you and lays his head to the side.
I go back quickly to Kondar and Burkai, and if there's some broken bones, try to make something to fix them in place with the remaining woods.
Yeah, so you mix. How is it called? Splints?
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's Vince. Okay.
So you, yeah, you have to splint one of Borkai's arms,
Okay.
where he had a slash wound that apparently has also broken his arm,
Okay.
and probably a splint for Kondar's side, so he doesn't move it for the ribs to heal. Yeah, Gryphus also starts to help, but doesn't say very much. At some point, Tiki comes almost running in, always looking at the entrance.
No, he
And-
won't. He won't eat you. I say that to her.
Yeah, and so you can treat your wounded.
I did go look see if I could find whirlweed.
Oh
or
right, sorry. Yeah, do a plant law check then.
I succeed with 1 point left.
Okay, so you will probably just find one almost dead plant. Looks like something has been chewing on it.
Okay.
But you can still extract one leaf.
Better than nothing. Alright, well then I would go back to camp and make a concoction to treat Uksh with, or Vorkai with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Well, we escaped. With only one
So,
die.
what do we do with the thing?
It seems to have a problem with the orcs.
And the shaman in particular.
I have no problem with letting him know exactly where they are.
Yeah.
And rush them with his horns.
But do we just set him off, or?
Well, perhaps there might be
I
magic
mean-
that can be used to revert him to his normal state that the shaman has. I don't know of this type of magic, but so it's a mere supposition.
I don't think it would be very wise to take him outside of the Orklands, though, just simply because they probably think that we were doing whatever magic this ghastly, whatever ghastly magic that was created him in the first place. But so-
Well, I think I know what the Priest Church would do with him if they've got hold of him, and I'm pretty sure it would involve fire.
yeah.
And I'm not sure that they would be entirely wrong.
Well, let's handle that hurdle when we come to face it. Let's just deal with our wounded for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did help us to get out.
Did you try one of the pills on Uksh?
No, they were at camp.
Damn it.
Yeah. I guess we could always go back and find him, but that demon in there, I just don't know. He might have eaten him.
Every time we got back into that cavern, that demon was more active. It's more and more dangerous to go there, unfortunately.
I feel it's my fault. Seems like whenever I use my magic, it shows up.
Well, you never knew. At least we had a small prayer for Ukshen. He died in the cavern. What else a dwarf wants?
Well, and he found almost what he was looking for. I mean, he said that he wanted to look for the children of Aberalm, I think, so...
Children. Oh yeah.
These dwarves here. I'm pretty sure he had hope for more, but
You said that the thing outside is the children of Amoran?
no, the dwarves that made this thing here.
Oh yeah.
It's-
It is a shame. I quite like that racist little dwarf.
He had his moments. He was good in a fight. I will give him that.
Well, let's say when we are back in civilization, we give him a toast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
And now, yeah, I think I will make something to eat. I think these two could use something as well.
so, I say in Thorwall, what do you eat? To the Minotaur.
He will again look, point his head sideways.
I'll throw him a piece of corn.
He will then put his hand out flat in front of him, his one, and the other make this.
Oh, well, outside here, there's not as big as the one you used to eat.
I'll bring him a bowl full of that wheat mash that we had made. See if he wants it.
He will hold it in front of his snout, and his very long, very thick tongue will come out, and
Okay.
will
Okay.
start to munch that down.
Well, if you want more, we can go make a night raid once again.
But other than that, I treat Borkai with the whirlweed.
Okay. Yeah, the treating of the wounds will take maybe an hour or so to do that with enough care. But after that, you're pretty much done for today. So, what will be our next step? I mean, these two, I would say, maybe a couple of days, maybe a week before they can do anything.
We're stuck here.
We're stuck here for a little bit.
I'm not leaving until this shaman is dead.
Yeah, I have a problem with slavery. I think we really need to stop this little operation. I mean, individual orc groups I can understand because that's just the way that, society is here. But, this is a little different.
Also, while you are sitting around talking, Gryphus will look at the Minotaur, and I think I knew him.
What was his name?
I think it was Arnulf or something
Arnold?
like that.
I say in Thorwald, is your name Arnold?
He will lay his head to the side, and then move it in that position up and down. He wasn't long in the mines. He kept fighting the Watchers. And then they took him away. We thought they had killed him, but
Well, they didn't kill him.
would have been more merciful.
Maybe. He doesn't seem very pained, to be honest. Though
Physically.
I can't read his mind.
I can't imagine that any man would not be mentally pained after being turned into such a thing.
Well, we may not like shamans or slavers, but something that I don't like, that's we're not up to the challenge, in my opinion. Unless we have a great plan.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
We've got time to figure it out anyway. If we can't think of anything, we might move on. But
I suggest that we hide ourselves a little more into the caverns and try not to, leave stuff out of the cavern, just in case an orc patrol comes around.
Couldn't they notice the effigies missing from the front?
yes,
I can position them back in its spot, but then it wouldn't be of any protection.
Yeah. We need that.
Perhaps we should move further back into the forest.
I'm thinking, what is the best place? Inside a carved cavern or inside a forest for wounded like that? I'm not sure.
Well, it's always going to be away from the demon.
Yeah, we were quite well hidden in the forest. Yeah, it could be.
We could build a temporary shed, you know,
Oh yeah,
something that doesn't look like anything until you get real close.
I
Well,
think I can handle
there is
something.
this ruined structure outside. We could try to keep our activity inside of there.
I'd say it's quite small.
Also, the problem with that is that it is open to one side.
Uh,
No, it's not. No, we're not protected in there. It's just the walls, the old walls. They're
You're protected against against rain and something in there, but not against sight.
no. And I think in the forest, yes, I can handle building something like Mario said. I think
Yeah, maybe like a little dome-ish structure that looks kind of like a hill if you put leaves on it. I don't know. I'm not a survivalist.
I can think of something during the time.
As good will come in, I think we have built some sweat huts where I came from. Something like that, maybe just more, bit flatter, maybe.
Well, I think it's a good idea. I think we should by tomorrow. I think we need some rest. But unless you want to go now, but well, it's a good idea maybe to get back to the forest, and we will be surrounded by many things to eat if we need something.
Okay. Yeah.
And less demons.
Yes.
And I don't know if our new friend will come, Arnold. So.
Yeah.
But okay.
This probably is a very good time to stop.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll have to sleep on that one. Okay.
Okay. I hope the session was fun. And,
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was quite
short
fun.
though, but fun. A bit short though.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of those sessions that could have been longer in other circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or it could have been shorter and we all got eaten by the...
Yeah. Could also have happened.
It was a close call, I guess. I'd say with that demon. But yeah, it was quite fun. And so next week back to normal time for us.
I cannot promise anything, but I will at least try.
Well, I call the game. I'll call the game for that time, and you come whenever you're ready.
I think it won't be too difficult. So, okay. Then see you next week.
All right,
Yes,
see you next
See you
week.
next week.
So,